Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Victor Oladipo has a huge task and a long road in front of him making his way back from that knee injury. But you talk to his teammates, and they rave about his mental makeup. They say he's an incredible person, great to be around, the most positive guy they've ever played with. So, Kevin, if anyone can come back from this, he can.
You better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Lamb in at the small forward. And for Washington, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Brown out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the 5 down low. Oladipo misses. Brown against Oladipo. Brown inside. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now, here's Warren. Outside Turner, shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. And it's Oladipo again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Now Brogdon. Bradley Beal missing from long range. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Brogdon. An easy 2 points on the layup. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
Now, here's Brogdon. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Wagner, he's checked in for Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Bertans. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Troy Brown. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Turner. T.J. Leaf comes in for T.J. Warren. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Brogdon. Now, here's Oladipo. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go.
Well, Victor Oladipo won't back down from a challenge. He isn't afraid of getting a little bit nasty if the defense sort of sets the tone.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That one is no good.
Boy, guys, you're starting to see Victor Oladipo put it all together, aren't you? From role player early on to legit star now. Wow.
Now, here's Thomas. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, just terrific body control from Isaiah Thomas. This guy is amazing at his ability to convert through contact.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That free throw good from Thomas.
Well, Isaiah Thomas has spent his whole life proving doubters wrong. At 5'9", this guy plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
From deep three-point range, so at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 3, and back with the start of the second quarter. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
Helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. At the forward spots, Miles and Hachimura. Thomas is out there with Ish Smith, and it's Wagner in at the 5. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Thomas passes to Hachimura. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, you can see increasingly that Isaiah Thomas is the maestro running the offense, so adept at reading the defense and finding the open teammate.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size, and lately that just hasn't been the case.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Knocked loose and taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Props in the breakaway layup. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Brogdon outside. Down low, 6 to shoot. Bitadze with the bucket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Washington leading now by 3. Beal finds Bryant. There's 37 seconds left now here in the second, and the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Turner against Bryant. Bertans passes to Brown. Clock at 6. Fires it up. That one doesn't drop. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Warren. Brogdon outside. The 3. The shot off that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, Basket. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, they spent a lot of time away from the basket offensively. They need to get in the paint, Ernie. Whether it's running the offense through the low post or on dribble drives, pick and roll.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Oh, Greg, there's no doubt. And he's affected the game in any number of ways, and he's definitely important to the success of this team.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
There is so much to love about this Pacers team. Each guy, I feel like, is committed to having their teammates back. Go back to when Oladipo went out last year. A variety of different guys step up. They almost captured the 4 seed. Incredible.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Lamb and Warren at the 3 and the 4. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. And it's Turner in at the center position.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, I know the Pacers' doors felt pretty good going into the first round of the playoffs, but the Celtics turned on the switch in a big way.
Well, they sure did, and Boston obviously had so much talent, Kevin. But with Oladipo, you have to wonder how the series might have been different for Indiana.
Knocked away. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball for the lead, and Turner with the lay-in. Turner's got his first points of the game.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Brown against Lamb. And Bryant wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. And so here is Indiana. The lead is 2. Here's Warren. Pass to Brogdon. Oladipo outside. He kicks it to Lamb. To Warren. Ball against Oladipo. Washington with the rebound.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The pass to Brown. Now Bryant, covered by Lamb. Beal from long range. No good on that one, so Indiana will take it the other way. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting 2-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for John Wall. And here's Warren for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for Beal. T.J. Leafs checked in for the Pacers. Aaron Holiday comes in for Oladipo. Washington trailing. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas off the left rim and out. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Holiday looking for an opening. Passes to Brogdon. The kick out to Warren. Lays it up and banks it in. Warren's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Smith outside. 23 seconds left in the third. Here's Hachimura, defended by Sabonis. Hachimura, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Brogdon kicks to Holiday. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And now a 6-point Pacer lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Hachimura. Smith is out there with Thomas. Then there's Brown, and it's Wagner in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And the basket by Thomas.
Well, that one to me is about deft placement of the basketball. Isaiah Thomas, excellent on those floaters.
Holiday finds Warren. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Warren, the pass to Sabonis. Brogdon inside the line. Excellent defense there from Smith. Wizards trail by 4. Brown dishes to Thomas. Not going to go that time. Pacers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. Lays it up off the glass.
Timeout.
And the Pacers lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Washington calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Beals checked in for Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. High post shot. It's good.
Well, right now, Oladipo is just manipulating the defense in the pick and roll situation. The man is doing work.
There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. The offensive rebound. Here's Wall. Makes it off the glass.
That one was big. John Wall coming through big time.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. He feeds it to Lamb. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Wall against Brogdon. It's Wall.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style. Oladipo
taking his time here. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Beal from long range. Doesn't go for him. And Indiana will come the other way. And that's an intentional foul. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Malcolm Brogdon.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Beal. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Warren. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul at the line for the Pacers.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Bonga, the pass to Schofield. And a miss there on the triple. Now Oladipo. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know